I was just sitting idly on the couch when my husband, Daniel, dashed into the room and begged me to do him one last favor. There's this rich dude who needs someone to keep him company for the night. I looked at him for a while before replying. I thought we've talked about this already. I can't sell my body for money. Though it seems like our world is about crumbling, I assure you, it's going to be fine in no distant time. Honey, I know. But this man is different. He just needs a female companion to talk to in his spare time since he intends working all night. He's just here to seal a business deal and will leave in a few days. Though that sounded like a lie, I didn't say a word. And he will be paying big time, he added excitedly. Honey, my dream is finally going to become reality. His dream. He totally forgot about mine. What time? I asked, sadly. Right now. Please don't give me that face. Don't do this for me. Remember that spa you always wanted to open, this is your ticket. He's not even going to touch you. But I discovered he lied big time when I got to the Billionaire's suite in an exotic hotel that only the elite could afford. I don't know what deal you made with my husband, she said. I beg you, please. Don't defile his wife. Excuse me, he said, almost sounding perplexed. I know this is not what you hoped for, but please, I'll pay you back, I promise. He looked at me squarely. Please, remind me why you're here. To be your companion. But I'm married to the man you made that deal with. And why would your husband trade you for money? I went on to explain how my family had been through a lot after we went bankrupt and that spending the night with him was our only chance of getting back on our feet. What's your name? Teresa. He ordered food and the most expensive wine. He urged me to dine with him and I did. When we were done, he told me to sleep in the bedroom since he would be working all night. Take a chill pill, Teresa, he said when I hesitated. I don't bite. I obeyed and went to the room though I wasn't going to sleep. I had barely lay on the bed when I heard my husband's voice. He was yelling my name. I quickly went to the sitting room. When he saw me, he asked what I was doing there and who that man was. I looked at him totally confused. He went on to say that the rich dude was waiting for me and here I was frolicking with another man. He grabbed my hand and was about dragging me out of the room when the billionaire said, I will double whatever he's paying you, he said. Please, like and subscribe to my channel. Remember it's free. My husband stopped abruptly. You didn't just say that. Of course I didn't, he jeered. What was I thinking? I was going to say triple. I will triple whatever he's paying you. All you have to do is leave her with me every night for 14 days and watch your dreams come true. My husband smiled and shook his hand in acceptance before leaving. Sorry I dragged you into my mess, I said. I thought you were the one. Right now, I am the one, he replied. And, where were we again? Yes. You were at the bedroom. Go back to the room while I concentrate on my work. Can you? You don't have to pay him that much. I'm not even worth that much. He looked at me for what almost seemed like ages and I wondered what was running through his mind. That's up to me to decide, he said. Go and have a sound sleep, okay? And be rest assured I won't touch you. Thank you, Mr. Raymond, he filled in. But you can call me Ray. Thank you, Ray. He only smiled and then concentrated on his laptop while I went back to the bedroom for a sound rest. The next morning, I went back home and my husband couldn't hide his excitement. He thanked me for entering the wrong room. I couldn't believe my husband felt no remorse. Moments later, I was left alone to nurse the pain I felt. Spending nights with the billionaire became a routine for the next 3 nights before my husband suggested to him that there was no point for me coming home anymore. That I could stay there till the contract was over. My husband had no shame. I felt embarrassed. Of course the billionaire accepted. The next day, he handed me his debit card and said I should go shopping. He pleaded with me not to have pity on his money and spend it whichever way I wanted. He asked his chauffeur to drive me in his limousine and a bodyguard to accompany me for my safety. I hugged him, completely overwhelmed. I went shopping at the boutique and then the spa where I had a massage. When I was done gallivanting, I went back to the hotel. Raymond was back already. His face lit up when he saw me. You're beautiful, he said. I hope you spoilt yourself enough. Yes, More than enough. You must be hungry, he said. I had dinner waiting for you. That's very thoughtful of you, I replied when I saw the sumptuous delicacies on the table. When we were done eating, I handed him the gift I bought for him. He was surprised. You got me something, he said. You didn't have to. It's your day, you know. And it's all thanks to you. Please, don't turn it down. Why would I? I can't remember the last time someone bought me something. People always assume because I have everything I don't need anything. But that's wrong. They don't know that little things matter. I know, I said boldly. Thank you, he said. Almost 2 weeks gone, I became homesick and told him I wanted to go and see my husband. He asked his chauffeur to drive me home. Unfortunately, my husband wasn't home. He had moved out. Our home was up for sale. I couldn't believe my eyes. I went back to the hotel sad. Raymond was waiting for me. He took me into his arms as I sobbed. I should have warned you, but you wouldn't have believed me, he said. I became calm. You knew? Yes. I had him watched. Why? A man who is willing to sell his wife to the highest bidder is capable of anything. Right now, he just wants to live his dream. I'm also part of that dream. That's why I'm here. You're only here to actualize his dream. Nothing more. Why else did he ask you not to come home anymore? I looked at him thoughtfully. He was right. My husband abandoned me with a stranger. I bought that home with my savings. How could he do this to me? It was all I had. Now, I was going to lose it forever. I wish I know where to find him. I do. Take me there. I don't think that's a good idea. Please, this is my only chance before I lose my mind completely. He stared at me thoughtfully and I prayed silently. He led me out of the suite and drove me to his apartment. Loud music was coming out from there. Raymond waited outside while I knocked at the door. The music didn't let him hear that. I turned the knob and the door opened. The place was crowded with people partying and making merry. It wasn't long before I spotted him flirting with a woman. I couldn't believe my eyes. Daniel. I screamed his name and he stood shock still when he saw me.